Hi, hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you all are. I welcome you back to my channel. And if you have not subscribed so far, please do so and share with others too. And today I'm here to share on the topic of time, energy, money, and knowledge. Okay, so I have a question for you, my dear friends who've been coming on this channel continuously. And it's not too much of a spiritual message today. It's about how we conduct ourselves in our daily life, now uh, we have been taught in colleges and school that time is money. If we kind of waste our time, we will lag behind, and that time will never come back. Exactly, the time and the dates which are passing by, they're not going to come back. So so the time should be used in a proper way, in a proper manner, and our time should not be wasted. That's right. But we know that the clock is ticking and we need to do what we need to do now. And according to us, it's the right time. But sometimes we are running so fast, we are running ahead of our friends, our relatives, our parents in such a way that we forget all about relationships, and we forget how to conduct ourselves in those relationships. Now, any child born into a family, born to the parents, is brought up by the parents, and even sometimes the grandparents will have a hand in it. And major part would be the parents, But today, what is happening is when the children grow, they just forget who their parents are, what their parents did. You know, it's not that they did not do anything, but because they are running so fast, they don't have time for their parents. They don't have value for the relationships. They have lost the value for relationships. And itra nariya sandam hashana. Also, I want to say that these days, the young generation, when they fall in love, with boys and girls, and this is one hardcore truth that they just want to behave the way their boyfriend or girlfriend would want them to, or they would have enough time for uh, friends, their young friends, even whether they're boys or girls, whatever. They will have a lot of time for them, but they will not have time for their parents, you know. So today I'm here to tell you that, my dear friends, young generation, especially I'm talking to right now, that do not forget your roots. Do not forget from where you come. Do not forget who's responsible for bringing you up and who has brought you to that level, who has played a major role in it. And now, today, we don't have time for our parents. We want to do everything on our schedule, but we want to neglect our parents. So, time is very important when invested in the right place. Time is of value when invested in the right way. You know, sometimes we think whatever we are doing, we are making the best use of time. But sometimes we will regret later when our parents are no more, and when we will actually grow as parents, as our children will grow with us. At that time we will understand that how important it was to give time to our parents, because as we will age, I'm talking to the young generation, when they will age and their children will start growing, at that time they will also need their parents. So it's a must that you invest your time in the right place, in the right time. you know so energy, where we are putting energy, are we putting all our energy into earning money? Money. I'm telling you, money is waste. Your clothes will be in the cupboard, your cars will be outside your bungalow. Iraba sathara nararaba. Your bank balances will be eaten by moth, they will be destroyed, if you don't have good health. So if you keep running after money, you will soon lose on your health. You have to have a balance. Put energy in the right place. Keep a balance. Where to put the energy, where to use your energy in a right way, in a right manner, and especially in the right time, to stand with others. If you have more energy since you're young, Again, I'm talking to the young generation, even elders for that matter, everybody. If you have energy, doesn't mean that the others who don't have energy now, or maybe they are sick, or maybe they are old. So you don't have to give them time. I think they need your time more than anybody else at this moment. So I would just suggest you to leave your self-centeredness, selfishness, and look after one another. And that is what even Christ has called us to do. Love one another, lift up one another, think of others better than yourselves. So let's stop being selfish and use energy in the right way. Then talking about the money part, sometimes we have healthy bank balances, but we are so stingy that we are not ready to spend that money uh, for the need of the people who are underprivileged, and even for our own family members. We don't even show that we have money. We don't even want to stand with them in their time of need. But my dear friends, what I have seen in my family is that even when we don't have, even when we have little, we have always learned to share, and we have been sharing. I've seen all my brothers, sisters, uh, you know, doing well and having the best, because our parents always taught us to give. We saw them giving, we saw them feeding, and we are doing it. Even when we have less, we try to feed someone. Even when we have less money, we try to help little, but we do it. But there are people today, especially young generation, what I see, they have money, but they are not even ready to invest in their parents even when they are sick, when they are unhealthy, when they are in need, though they are the people who have been their backbone. So, children, do look into these matters. Money is not everything. When you are sick, you will need relations. So, before it's too late, I would say, rise up and see what you're doing. Now, talking about knowledge, some children are so educated that they forget about the basic morals and values. So, knowledge is useless if not used in the right way, in the right place. You know, if it is not used with wisdom, obviously your knowledge may not be matching up with your friends or your relatives or your elders or your parents, but that knowledge is actually of no use to anybody unless you have the basic etiquettes, how to conduct yourself, which you were taught by parents long ago and in school long ago. So there is no point of learning if you're not putting it into practice, my dear friends, especially the young generation. Don't forget how your parents have brought you up. Don't forget to serve them and do the best for them before they die. Because if all goes well and their health is fine and some kind of accident or some kind of calamity doesn't happen, they will obviously live another 10, 20, 30 years, how whichever God has called them on this earth to be, how much ever life God has given to them. But but when they die, and if you remember, we wish we could have been more kind and loving towards our parents because they needed us. Because you will realize when your parents grow up, or your children grow up, sorry. So it is a must to take care of your elders, your in-laws, your parents, your elder brothers, sisters, your own brothers, sisters, your cousins, your friends, your relatives, your helpers. Be with them. That is life. Maybe you are just greedy or stingy, trying to pile up more and more money that will live a healthy lifestyle. Are you sure that you will live a healthy lifestyle? Are you sure that you will be able to use the money that you're piling up? Are you sure that the people you are serving today will also serve you tomorrow? But I'm telling you, the people who you might be serving today and are everything for you today will not be there with you tomorrow. But your parents, even if you misbehave with them, even if you are bad to them, even if you don't take care of them, you will still see them standing by you in time of your need. So I believe it's blessing you guys, and you will share it to the maximum. Thank you so much for coming, and God bless you all.